So Apple executives are at it yet again, trying to screw the consumer, but put it in colorful language and kind of make a little bit of sense along the way. Let's get into it before I look like an absolute PC enthusiast. So essentially what an Apple exec said is because 8 gigabytes is soldered directly onto the SoC or system on chip of the new M3 MacBooks, and they have been for the last M series chips anyway, but because they're being soldered onto chips, they're more efficient than ever. And yes, technically when you could develop a system on chip and you integrate memory directly into the cores of the system and just let them all play super nice together, yes, technically it is a little bit more efficient. I don't debate that it creates efficiencies. What I debate is that it is enough for modern day users. Yes, 8 gigabytes is enough for most people surfing the web, most people going out and just looking at pictures of cats on Facebook. It's a lot for more than the average person, but for professionals, but for people who continue to use these machines for new and innovative things, even running more than 4 Chrome tabs. These are the people who are going to need more RAM. And the big problem that I have with this is not the fact that Apple is 8 gigs is enough for most people. It's the fact that in a pro laptop, you are determining that 8 gigs of RAM is enough for the average user, number one. And number two, you're still making your RAM upgrades astronomical in price. Because if we do a price to comparison from just laptops from Windows, Linux, all these other manufacturers, they are cheaper across the board per part. And it just doesn't continue to make sense. It is another bullshit reason that Apple is continuing to throw out there like it is just some, oh yeah, we're chilling, it's fine, you're chilling, 8 gigs is enough. It's no, dude. If I want 1600 or if I want 16 gigabytes of RAM, I don't want to pay $1,600 for it. On average, it's more like $400, but $400 is still way more than necessary. The average kit of RAM costs $113 to get 32 gigs. What are we doing? You can get such cheaper parts across the board for laptops and for desktops on Windows, on Linux, building your own machine, even from OEM manufacturers like Dell, for a lot cheaper. And it just doesn't make any sense that Apple is continuing to set this standard for its MacBooks, especially in a Pro Series tier. Now, if this was the MacBook Air or the original MacBook that's just thin as a script, yeah, of course 8 gigs should be the standard there. But we're talking about the MacBook Pro, the people who are going to buy the professional laptops. You're starting this thing off at $1,599 and it only has 8 gigs of RAM. You're gouging people at this point. That's the thing that people have issues with. It's not the fact that 8 gigs of RAM isn't enough, and especially on a system on chip, it's integrated and efficient enough that nobody's debating you're efficient with your M series processors. We're debating that you're douchebags when it comes to pricing. And if they fix that, I would have so little to complain about from an Apple system standpoint. They have great privacy, they have great encryption, they have great just overall usability for an entire series of people. But they just charge out the ass, and it's ridiculous that they continue to set these standards. And there are some Windows manufacturers that just keep this trend going. Razer's a perfect example. Alienware's a perfect example. These manufacturers are well, if Apple can do it, we can do it if we make a really neat laptop. And it's just, I'm tired of seeing it. Let me know what you guys think in the comment sections down below or in our Discord community where we can continue to have conversations about how much I hate Apple for doing stupid shit that just seems super easy and just super fixable. Your system doesn't cost that much. You're making it all in-house. I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments in Discord. Like this video if you liked it. Dislike. There's just so many Apple fanboys that are going to dislike this video, and that's okay. I'm okay with that. I didn't need you around. I keep telling people at the end of these videos that I don't care if they're around.
I very much care if you're around. You have a great, unique perspective.
But, don't be an asshole to be an asshole. Anyway, I'll see you guys in the next one. Like and subscribe if you haven't already. Okay, bye.